Hi, everybody. Turns out I was looking at Facebook and I saw Michi's live feed. So I live around the corner, so I came. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jolanda Jones. I happen to be on the school board. I used to be on city council. I also happen to be a criminal defense lawyer. I have been doing Know Your Rights with the Police trainings since 1999 because I've been seeing this as a lawyer in the courtroom since then, but I've been knowing about it since I was black, which was forever. My grandfather told me stories, my grandmother told me stories, my great-grandmother told me stories, so this is not new. The only thing that's new is that there are videos now to corroborate what we've been saying, right? And so the more videos we see, the more the world will change, right? And so the first thing I want to say to you is video up now. I don't mean wait, I mean video up now. It's the first thing I want to say. The second thing I want to say is, look, we can get mad, we can go protest, we can go be violent. I'm not going to suggest that we do any of those things. What I am, because I promise you this, the criminal justice system is waiting for you. That's right. Right? And when the criminal justice system calls, I'm almost certain you can't afford a lawyer that's going to fight for you. What I would respectfully suggest that we all do is that we go and we vote. I know we've talked about voting before, okay? But let me explain something to you. I know politics from the inside because I am an elected official. I know what it's like to be on the school board and have people on the school board who have no clue what it's like to breathe black or breathe Latino and have the police and the world discriminate against you simply because of the body that you were born into, okay? And so you have all kind of policies being set that are against our interests because they paint on us the brush that they live in, which is that the police protect and serve. So as long as people like that are elected, we're going to have problems because let me tell you something. I'm about to give you a government lesson. And I will tell you, I've been trying to talk to my friends who are in the state legislature about this because I think it needs to happen. We need to elect people to the legislature who pass laws that are for us. And what I mean by that is this. Every public school should teach local government so that when people graduate from high school, they know what governmental body does what. So all the time when I was on city council, people would come to public session and complain about the schools and want us, the city council members, to fix school stuff. Guess what, people? The city of Houston has no power over this public school system. The HISD school board has power over the school system. You want to complain about the roads being messed up. You come to the city, well, it totally depends on what road you're on, right? Do you go to the legislature to complain about roads? Do you go to the city? Do you go to school board? No. Within the city of Houston, city public works fixes that. So people are always complaining at the wrong venue. And so there's a commissioner's court and a county judge. Bet you nobody knows what that is. What do? You've been to El Franco Lee Park?
They pay for this part.
Right. They pay for this in conjunction with the city. Don't get it twisted. There's a partnership. And in fact, I helped get this MLK statue. Go look, my name and the tree move, my name on the plaque, but that's not even what I'm talking about. Okay? What I'm saying to you is this, y'all. If we had legislators, they pass the laws. The legislature passes criminal laws. Okay? So that's why, for example, if I go and I shoot you, I'm just charged with murder. But if I go and I shoot a police officer, then I'm charged with capital murder. So I can't get killed if I just kill you, but I can get killed by the state if I kill the police. Why is that? Because the legislature passed that law. For most governmental people who work and they breach a duty, the penalty is higher, right? So if I steal from you, then I'm just charged with theft as a regular person. But if I'm an elected person or somebody who works for the government and I steal from you, all of a sudden I breach my fiduciary duty. So instead of facing a misdemeanor maybe or a lower level felony, whatever I did that's the same as a regular person, the penalty is bumped up, right? So you would think that we would have a legislature that passed laws that if the police do a hate crime, which is exactly what this is, that they will get a more severe penalty. If the police commit violence against us, that they would have more severe penalties. I'm just thinking out loud, if a police officer commits a hate crime, maybe that should qualify for capital murder. I'm just saying. But my point is this, we can sit here and we can protest and we can like advocate violence all we want to, and I am not suggesting that. What I am suggesting is use our minds. Like, don't you wonder why, if they give you a felony, why you can't vote? People, the reason they want to take away your vote is because the only way to make laws favorable to us is to vote. And so they take our right to vote away. And so, and let me explain something else to you. If you're lucky enough, if you want to call it lucky, to live in Houston or Dallas, very urban places in white lingo, you might get fooled and think that wherever you go is diverse. You see black folks, brown folks, white folks, Asian folks, whatever. Some towns, like Poteet, Texas, for example, I went and spoke there, they ain't have one black kid in the school, not one. Then I went to Pleasanton, this is right outside of San Antonio, not one black kid. So there are all these places that have no black people. And the only idea they have about black people is on TV. So what I'm respectfully suggesting to you is this. If every elected official, black and white, and Hispanic, and Asian, and whatever, if from Houston and Dallas, and let's even say San Antonio, were to vote in our interest, we would still lose the law. You know why? Because there's a whole bunch of really, really, really small towns where there's no diversity. So what I'm going to respectfully suggest is this. All of us come from some little podunk town. For example, my people come from St. Martinville and Grand Coteau in Louisiana. Okay? So what happens in those little towns? We all got family in these little towns, right? So we see racism here and we want to go to the big city and we get up out of there. And then we leave our families there. Man, we need to get our families to vote in their little towns because we all got people from them small towns, you know, Conroe, wherever. And if we get us collectively to vote, then we can change the laws. If only the people in Houston vote, we can't change the laws because the legislature encompasses everybody from all over this state. And it's the same for federal, you know, for Congress and the Senate. So all I'm asking you to do, man, there's a reason why they take it from us. And that's because it's important. So if you want to pay homage to Alton, to Tamir, to Sandra, to all the people that have just been flat out murdered, man, we need to vote. Right. And don't sit up there and say, if I vote, it doesn't matter. I get hit all day, every day. They lie on me all day, every day. On the Chronicle, on TV. But it doesn't matter because I just keep fighting. Except for it's hard to fight by yourself. It is. And I'm telling you, just because you made it, does not mean your son is going to make it. Because if you make it and you got a nice car, like, I'm just saying, one of my friends on Sisters-in-Law, because I'm on this show called Sisters-in-Law, and she has a really nice, she's got a really, really, really big house. I ain't calling no names, but she got a really big house, and she got a whole bunch of big houses, and she got a whole bunch of big cars. But when her son is driving that Hummer on the street outside of her neighborhood, them police don't know his mama and his daddy are millionaire lawyers. Right. They are going to presume that that baby is a drug dealer or he's doing something he ain't supposed to do. That's right. And so my point is this, people. We cannot be a people who think just because we made it that everything is okay. And we also cannot be a people that want to judge, like this lady right here said, the one who wants to be the surgeon, who said that, you know, you got to educate, right? You can't just, and I actually think you have to tell your kids about the violence that's out there, right? Because you don't need nobody bopping around thinking that the police ain't going to shoot them because they doing everything right, okay? So, but my point is this. During segregation, I'm just saying, we knew we had to support each other.
Yeah.
And we had more businesses, more people in college, less people in prison, and all that stuff in segregation, because the mentality was if we didn't fight for each other, nobody was. So please help me understand after integration, which is forced integration, that we're not helping each other. So stop judging each other. Maybe if you're going to get a job every day, or maybe if you went to HISD and they undereducated you, and you can't get no job because you undereducated, but you went to school like you were supposed to, and you graduated and you're functionally illiterate. Why don't we stop saying he can't get no job, he's sorry? Why don't we help and stop judging? That's all I'm saying. So I'm gonna be quiet right now. But y'all, we need to go vote.